JC Snack Shack, located at 2536 Rome Highway in Aragon. We are open Tuesday through Saturday from 5:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Breakfast is served till 10:30 a.m. Enjoy cathead biscuits and breakfast sandwiches fresh every day, chili dogs, chili burgers, and all the fixins. You can finish up with fry pies, soft serve ice cream. Come in and check out all the Running Wild sauces and spices, beef jerky with an unbelievable selection. Give them a call, 678-685-6010. That's JC Snack Shack, where everything starts with chili.
Here's a real tweet from a real Chick-fil-A guest. T-La-Lay31 writes, having dinner with my little buddy at Chick-fil-A and he found the slide. We may never leave. Aw, sounds like fun, T. It's the little things that bring kids to the dinner table. Now, getting them off the slide, that's another story. May we suggest nuggets and dipping sauce? Tweet your stories at Chick-fil-A with hashtag the little things.
It's the Rockmart Yellow Jackets Coaches Show here on WZOT.
We're coming to you from the First Methodist Church here in Rockmart, and we want to thank Bill Sherfacy and JC Snack Shack Catering for the food tonight. Great meal tonight. So thanks, Bill. And tonight we got the football team on to kind of talk about finally getting a W for the year, but could have had more. But Coach, it is good to be able to sit here and talk about a win Friday night. Just looking at the play overall, I felt like that Friday night we moved the ball a lot better than we have over the past few weeks, and I know you've got your perspective on it. I mean, I know we had a lot of mistakes, but we did come away with a win.
Yeah, it was good to come away with a win, first win of the year, and it happened to be in our region, which is important as well, being on the road. We to answer kind of what you were saying, we had 460-something yards of offense. I think it was like 463. Nate I think he was around 120, 130 yards rushing. Tyree had over 100 yards rushing. We were a little over 200 yards passing, 21 to 27. We did. We moved the ball really well. The problem is we can't hold on to the ball right now, and that's just kind of been our kryptonite for the past 3 games. We're averaging 5 of those turnovers, whether it be via fumble or interception. So, we're going to fix that, and we've been working on it. And it's what our meeting we had this morning with our practice, and that's what we told our kids. I mean, at the end of the day, they've got to take care of the football. I can't take care of it for them. They've got to have a sense of pride and doing that. And I know that's frustrating for our fans, and I know it's frustrating for the viewers that pull for the Rockmart Yellow Jackets, and we're frustrated as coaches and players too, because that's the not the norm that you've seen us do in the past 8 years. So obviously that's be another point of emphasis this week. Proud of our defense. There was a stat out there that we talked about on Sunday in our coaches meeting. They were 0 for 11 on third down conversions. Ringo was. And you could see we put our defense in bad situations. They only converted 1 fourth down when they went for it all game, and that happened to be a touchdown. So our defense was put in bad position 5 times Friday night, and, they bowed their neck and they played hard. We gave up 2 big plays, and it was off turnovers. Credit to those guys of calling a play and executing. But, as a coach, you feel like on that bus ride home, all you do is replay the game over and over in your head, and you kick yourself in the butt of – I felt like we left 28 points on the field. I really did. 4 of those fumbles were where we were driving and we were in their territory, and we had some momentum. And so, You know, it's discouraging, but there's some hope, and, you know, we were productive on both sides of the football. And then obviously in our special team games with Riley, who's here tonight, who was phenomenal, been phenomenal all year. So, you know, obviously we're lucky to have somebody with like the talent that Riley brings to the table and puts us in position once we get in the red zone scoring range that we feel comfortable to call for a field goal. So, you know, we still got a long way to go. We're still trying to figure out who we are. You know, I think our kids have got to grow up, and we've got to have some maturity. We've got to have these guys right here at this table we talked about step up and own the leadership that we're asking them to do. You know, and we talked about this before the season kicked off. You know, a lot of these guys, you know, this is their time that they've been waiting for 3 or 4 years, and this is their time to, you know, be that role model for the kids, for our team. And so, you know, this is an opportunity for them. But we're excited we got to win, and we're excited we're at home this week for another region opponent.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I felt like the defense, we talked about it on there, about how the defense has stepped up and played a good ball game, and seeing us drive the ball, that we saw that all year long, and then, you know, and then we'll fumble. But, you know, and to me, some of the games we played would have been a lot closer, you know, because we were driving the ball. But, you know, you can only take it so far as a coach. It's up to these guys to take it that step farther. Who you got here tonight, Coach?
Yeah, so I'm excited to have these guys. I didn't know this was their first time speaking in a microphone and on a radio show. I'll start here. Closest to me is Kamal Williams. Has been in the program as long as I've been here. Kamal's a senior, plays receiver and DB, and really good human. And we're proud to have Kamal. Sad that he's a senior. Then we talked about Riley. This is Riley's first year playing football. We begged him for the last couple of years to come out. I think he thinks he's some kind of soccer player or pole vaulter. He's pretty good at that as well. But Riley has come out this year, and I mean, you've seen what he's done through the games, and we're excited to have Riley. And then we have a junior here, Nate Davis, who kind of come on the scene about midway through the year last year at linebacker, and he had played as a freshman and halfway through his sophomore year offensive line, as little as he is. But we've moved him to running back and linebacker, and you've seen him tote the football, and he's done a really good job for us. And then Aiden Wright, you've seen him all over the field Friday night. He didn't come off. I looked at him at one point, and I got on Coach Boyd, and I said, if you don't get Aiden a breather, he's going to pass out because he looks like a ghost out there. Outside linebacker, receiver, does a really, really good job for us of his effort and attitude. All 4 of these are stand-up young men that represent Rockmart football, and excited to have them on our team.
Yeah, and you know, taking Riley out of the picture, these other 3 here, we called their names a lot last year, you know, so we know what they're capable of doing. And so, guys, how do you think the year's going? We'll start down here with you, Kamal.
I think it's going good, but like if we keep getting better, we can go back to the bench this year. I think we should keep practicing and getting better as a team, keep bonding.
Riley?
I think we had a slow start as a whole, but I think we're starting to pick it up now. Once we get into region play, I think we'll end up being one of the better teams in the state.
I think we got to be more coachable and consistent at what we've been told to do.
I mean, we started off slow last year, and then we started to pick things up at the end. So I think that's what's going to happen this year. I mean, we started off slow, but we're starting to come together as a team.
Y'all talked about starting off slow last year, and Coach Parson always he picks, you know, higher classifications of teams to play, and some people criticize, and then some people don't. But you know, but I see what his philosophy is. You're playing those really more experienced teams, bigger teams, to get you more prepared for region play. Now, all 3 of you sat here and said we started slow last year. Especially you're kind of all over the field on defense. We see you just about on every tackle. How are you leading that defense to say, hey, you know, here we are. We started like this last year, but we can do this. What are you doing to lead that defense?
Just playing ball, I hope they look up to me at what I'm doing and just keep doing me.
Kamal, you've been there. You were there last year. How are you stepping up on defense to kind of encourage these guys? Tell them, hey, because going a month and not winning a ball game, but now finally winning one, when it's important in region play. So what are you doing? You've been there. You were there last year. You've been there every year. What are you telling these guys out there?
I just try to keep everybody positive, stay positive,
All right, Aiden, you've been there too.
Just make sure everybody knows their assignment and just what the play is, and just make sure they run it correctly.
All right, and Riley coming in here, game-winning field goal the other night. He has definitely got his practice in these games doing field goals. But you coming in, how are you adapting to the team, being the new guy on the team?
It's been good. There's a lot of support from the team especially since first year kicking. Never kicked before. Coming from soccer, it definitely helps. But I think as a whole, the team's been pretty on my back and encouragement and stuff. It's been good.
All right.
We'll stick with you. What do you do that keeps you calm when you're up there? Or do you have some ritual you do? Or you're doing a great job getting the ball up. Is there something you do?
Not really. I don't know.
Just go.
Maybe it's just luck. I don't know, but it's
natural. He's got natural talent. He really does. And I know for a fact there's no hesitation in my mind in any like you go back and replay last Friday, and when our defense stopped them and we were able. I knew this. We got out there and I was sitting there with the other coach, and we're going over the rules, and because they've changed high school overtime this year because of us of last year. Yeah, GHSA has changed the rules, so you get one period where you start on a 15, and obviously you can get a first down, or you score and all that. Then after the first, each team has that opportunity. The next periods are a one-play, 2-point conversion from here on out because our game lasted like 14 hours last year in the state championship. So we were out there, and all I was thinking about is, Biff, you got to win this coin toss. You got to put your defense out there. And then when we won the coin toss, I knew our defense would at least hold them to a field goal, and I knew that the field goal would be easy wherever we get the football. But when our defense held them and the kid missed it, I knew the game was over. We were just going to keep it in the hands of a running back and behind our line of scrimmage where we've been able to move the football. And then the first play, Nate breaks it for a touchdown, and we get another one of those white flags that you look back on a tape and was like, are you serious? It was not a hold. I'll say that right now, and if I get fined, I get fined. It was not a hold. There were several of them that was not a hold. But we're in a situation where we call for the extra point PA team to go out, and absolutely no hesitation from Coach Parson to send Riley out there. That's how much confidence we have in him.
You can pay me the $100 fine. I'll take care of it for you. But, guys, here's the deal. I see a huge improvement each game on you guys. In this last game, I thought you played very well, but we did make some bonehead mistakes or some fumbles and this and that. But overall, you were starting to look like Rockmart football. It's just a few things here and there. Second quarter, to me, looked really good. I'm not a football guy, so I could be wrong. Sorry, Coach. But you guys played very well. What do we got to do to get the rest of your team on board, saying, come on, guys, hold on to that ball. What do we got to do? We'll start at the end. How can you encourage them to say, okay, we're here, guys. We're at the door. We got to go through it.
Just stay positive. If they mess up, just keep picking them up and just don't be discouraging to them. Just tell them, you'll get it next play, or just stay positive with them.
Nate?
We just got to keep it high and tight, be coachable.
We got to get rid of the turnovers. I punted the ball a few times already, but I think we get rid of that, and the fumbles and the interceptions will be a lot better than we are now.
I think we got to lead the team better. I don't think we've been doing a good job at that. and take practice more serious.
Coach, I think it's right. I mean, I really felt good about most of the game, but it can be one or two things here or there that just really. But you're right. You could have had 28 more points.
Yeah, you go through that game, and the frustration for me is, you as a play caller as well. I kept telling our coaches, offense coaches, I just don't have a rhythm. I don't know what we're good at yet. Where in the past 8 years, we've kind of had an identity, and all of a sudden it kind of, about midway through that second, we kind of found out, we got out of our traditional wing set a little bit, and you got in more of a one-back, 4 receivers, and everybody's like, oh, my gosh, we got a whole different offense, Mm-hmm. And maybe that's our personnel this year. Maybe, and that's what we talked about on Sunday. We're still trying to figure out what our identity is, and I say it every week on offense. But I think we got a little closer to that on Friday. And I told our kids today we've got to have more than Nate and Tyree carry the football, because Nate and Tyree, along with Kamal and Aiden, are playing every snap of every down in all 3 phases of the game. And I don't want to wear their bodies out now. I still want to have them towards the end of the year. So, we're pushing some young kids to step up and have value on this team. But you're right. I felt like about midway through the second we started clicking, and our kids felt good. But you could start seeing with the turnovers, and it's poison. It is. The first one you're like, all right, hey, we're good. We'll keep going. It's kind of like what Aiden's saying. And then the second one, you're like, oh my gosh, here we go again. But you're still trying to be encourageable and positive, and then here comes the third one. Now I'm about to pull my hair out. I'm about to lose my mind. And here comes the fourth one. Here comes the fifth one. And I'm already, my blood pressure's high. I'm dehydrated, and I'm any coach that talks to me, I'm biting their head off. It's frustrating. And but that's the emotion of football. That's a competitor. And that's what I tell our kids, and we got another Friday to fix it, and we're excited about that opportunity.
I'm going to tell you, one of those fumbles, I thought he was on it. You were on that ball, and I don't know what the film showed.
I got to pick my battles of when I knew the game was tight at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard some people, Coach, you got to get on those referees. Well, I've got to pick my battles because it's a close game, and I don't want to because they will. I mean, they're human. If I show them up out there and I get a flag, I'm actually hurting our team. Yep. So his explanation was, well, the guy thought that the blue team had it, but your kid came up with it. And I said, that makes no sense. Y'all are terrible. And I walked away. So.
Well, it's kind of like, when.
But he fell on it, and he came up with it, and, I don't know.
It's kind of like that play. Nate got a first down. I mean, we could see it there from because we were over there on that side, and then the coach from the other team wanted it measured. Well, they'd already moved the sticks and everything, but you got to pick your battles that you want to, and I agree with you in a tight game like that. You can't get a flag thrown on you when it's that close of a game. I see that, but like I said, I had to ask him because it looked like he fell on that ball over there. So, hey, let's take a quick break, and we'll be back and talk a little bit more.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It's the heart of our home. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is, thanks to a home equity line of credit from Family. I just love my kitchen.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com. Equal Housing Opportunity member NCUA. NMLS number 800746.
What kind of cake will they serve at your retirement party? Chocolate, Red Velvet? Because whether you plan to retire in 15 years or 50, a State Farm agent can help you take charge of your retirement and help make it seem like, well, a piece of cake.
Sherman Ross State Farm Insurance, here to help and serve you. Call them today at 770-684-3500. Get your bronze on. Visit Totally Bronze Tanning Salon at 254 West Elm Street in Rockmart to get that beautiful bronze look. Totally Bronze Tanning Salon has a very clean and cool facility with a safe, well-lit parking area. For a quick tan, they have sunless spray tanning. Call them today at 770-684-3003 for an appointment or go by 254 West Elm Street in Rockmart.
Termites, wasps, ants, roaches. Do these words bring fear to you? If so, put an end to these fears by calling Harrelson Termite and Pest Control. Being the largest pest control company in Polk County, they can rid you of your fear of these words and bring a smile to your face. Call today at 770-684-1488 to schedule an appointment.
Is your thermostat breaking your wallet each month? The reason could be your home is not adequately insulated. Have the experts at TNT Insulation help put money back in your pocket. Call Tim Montgomery today at 770-684-1887 to schedule an inspection. TNT Insulation can handle all your insulation needs, and they specialize in spray foam insulation.
Lewis Motor Company in Rockmart carries a wide variety of quality vehicles with the inventory updated on a regular basis to provide you with the best selection. Let Lewis Motor Company put you in a vehicle with their guaranteed credit approval. Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
What's that, Evie? Evie, I'm right here at Tilly's Home Furnaces, 966 Cedartown Highway, looking for you, Evie. Hey, Evie, are you hiding behind the living room set and the recliner? Are you hiding behind them appliances? Come see us. Tilly's is located at 966 Cedartown Highway. Look us up on Facebook for your daily specials.
If you insure your house and your car with Allstate, you'll save money. Up to 10% off the auto bill and 15% off the home insurance. If you ever need to use that insurance, you'll have the convenience of having only one agent to call. The Allstate home and auto discounts. More convenient, more reasonable. You shouldn't have to pay more for convenience. That's Allstate stand.
To find out more about Allstate home and auto discounts, visit your local Allstate agent, John Purser, at 770-684-1328. Are you in good hands?
Broken pipes, flooding, and storm damage are things we hope never happen. But when they do, Elandon Restoration Service should be your first call. They are licensed and insured to handle the project from the drying throughout the repairs. Local, hometown, and family owned. They provide 24/7 emergency water and sewage removal for Polk and surrounding counties. They're an insurance claim specialist and 5-star rated on Google. Call them at 470-884-5931. Look them up on the web at www.elandonrestoration.com or Elandon Restoration Services on Facebook.
It's the Rockmart Yellow Jackets Coaches Show here on WZOT.
Welcome back to the Coaches Show. Coach, got Union County coming up tonight. Friday night. It's going to be another region matchup. What are we going to see out of Union County? I know we saw the Union County last year, I think, in the second round of the playoffs.
Yeah, we did. We played Union second round of playoffs last year. Kids played well. You'll see a different team, which we're a different team. They're battling through some injuries. We've battled through some injuries. So, they'll play hard. They're a blue collar team that they're going to line up and they're going to do what their coaches ask them to do. I think their quarterback's down, so they got a freshman in playing, but they bring in another kid in, a kind of a wildcat package. It's second region game. We're at home. It's faculty night, so we're going to, obviously honor and allow our faculty to. I think our principal is doing a big tailgating party on the practice field, and they're going to run through the helmet with the kids, and that's just. I know they enjoyed that last year. Kids like it to see their teachers and with the support, especially when they're doing extracurricular activities. So we expect a big night. I expect a big crowd. We want our community to come out and support the hometown team, and our kids truly thrive of when those stands are packed and it's loud and, milk jugs, whatever it may be. And it does. It gives us another breath of air. It gives us that 12th man. We want that stadium to be electric. We want it to be a home field advantage. So we can't have a home field advantage when you're sitting at the house. So you need to come out and get in the stands and, come out and support the football players, the cheerleaders, and the band.
I agree with you. We need to fill the stands up. All right, guys, what we're going to see out of Union County, what are you guys going to have to be looking for?
They're the same as Ringo, really. Like, from the defensive side, they run a lot of the same formations.
Riley?
Make the field goals. Big punts.
From the defensive side, we got to wrap up. Make sure we wrap up. They got a big running back.
Yeah, we're just going to have to mainly stop the run, and our secondary is good, but we just got to focus on stopping the run.
All right. Well, you guys play rec ball? Did y'all play rec ball?
Yes, sir.
So they're kind of a product of what you've been building since you got here. And I was able to go Saturday, and I watched some of the rec ball play. And I tell you, what I saw was Rockmart football. And I know that sounds crazy, but what I saw out there playing, I thought, these kids, some of them could probably be playing the next class up because that's how big they are and how good they are. And I just look at it and see that how our rec league is building to your program, and I contribute that to what you've instilled. When you first came here and we sat down and talked about it, that you wanted to build this program up from the rec ball where these guys came out of, and now you're reaping the benefits seeing those guys. How important is that our rec league stay and be the best that it can leading up to what you guys are doing?
Well, it becomes a vertical alignment, and a lot of people don't know what that means, but when you're in this profession and you're able to have your hands down from the 8U to the 12th graders, and everything's vertically aligned. Now, you got to have coaches that are vertically aligned. You got to have admin. You got to have the rec administration and our city all involved in that. And then there's a trust, right? I mean, you got to trust Coach Parson to share the vision and see how it will fold out. But I'm not, I'll say this, the volunteer coaches that spend time with those 8U and 12U, 10U and 12U teams, they're Rockmart guys. They bleed black and gold, and it means something to them. Like, I don't have to go search for coaches. They're like, Coach, I want a coach, which is important. And, our numbers are good from 8U to 12U. Our 8U won Saturday. Our 10U got beat by 7 at the last minute, I believe, and then our 12U went over to Cedartown and won pretty well. So, I can't remember, Nate, when you at 12U, who was your coach? Were you still in that other league? Yeah, I think that's when it kind of started flipping. Is when this junior senior class was kind of at the back end of the other league when we were taking it over. So I know this freshman bunch I've coached when they were 8 years old, and the sophomore class that I've coached was able to be around. I think this is just junior and senior class is one I've really missed. So we're going to start seeing it. You can see it in our middle school. And I think that's where we're starting to see the fruits of the labor really right now is our middle school, because in the last 2 to 3 years we've been very successful at that level, and now it's trickling. So no, it's long days, especially during football. I get off the field, get all these kids out, coach to coaches, make sure it's all locked up, and I go out to the practice field and I see our 10U and 12U practicing, and I want to be involved, and that's part of it. And there's no complaining here, because at the end of the day, it's about these kids and it's about this community having something to be proud of. So, it's well worth it, especially on Saturday when you start seeing these kids who this might be their first time playing football, and you come out with a win, and they might have got 2 plays in, but it's like their Super Bowl. That's what it felt like Saturday to a couple of those kids. So you never know. Every kid will grow and develop at different stages and ages of their life. I mean, that's part of it. You've been in education, you know that. We might see a kid right now in 9th grade, and we don't think right now he's ready, but by the time he hits his sophomore, junior year, there's growth spurts. You never know. And so that's why you don't give up on kids and you keep pushing them. But they got to learn how to deal with structure. They got to learn to deal with discipline. They understand how to deal with there's going to be a standard and expectation when you're at Rockmart football, whether it's 8U or you're in 12th grade.
Yeah, and like I said, I was impressed watching it, and I thought, man, we for years we've got some good players coming through, and I wanted to ask these guys if they had been part of that over the years. All right, let's go down the line here and final say tonight before we close this out.
I started playing about 6th grade, and then I played all the way up. Well, I didn't play my sophomore year and then.
Just go ahead and say because you was going to be a Major League Baseball player.
All right, because I chose to play baseball over football.
And it's okay. Yeah. He's really good at baseball.
He is good at baseball. Yeah,
but I do regret it, and I'm glad I started playing again my junior year.
Me too. All right. Any final words there, Nate?
I've been playing since I was like 5, I think, and then like when I was 10 through 12, I went to Douglas County and played up there.
I've been playing since I was 17.
I've been around for a while. I've been playing since probably like 5'2". I stayed in Rockmart my whole life though. I played with him 2 years, I think, or 3, and then he went down because I don't know why. He wanted to go down and play with the little dogs.
You started out with Dante, didn't you?
No, I had Coach Casey.
Coach Casey.
I had Coach Casey.
Yeah. All right, Coach, final words.
Yeah, so we were 1-0 in the region. Our goal this week is to be 1-0 after Friday night, be 2-0 in the region. Excited to coach these kids up on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. We got a Thursday middle school JV game at home versus Callaway. So come out and watch that. It'll be at 5 o'clock start with the middle school, and as soon as that game's over with, we'll do a kickoff with a JV. It only takes you, 1 ticket to get in or watch 2 games. We'll have concession stands. I know that was the issue a couple weeks ago at Villa Rica, but we will have a concession stand at Rockmart. And then Friday night, 7:30 kickoff. It's faculty night against Union County. Please come out and support these guys. Like I said, when you're in the stands and you're being loud and making a lot of noise, these kids get a little extra boost of energy and play hard, and you start seeing them bouncing around, flying around, and that's what we need to win Friday night to be 2-0 in the region.
Robert?
I don't have nothing else to say. Let's go get them Friday night.
All right. Good luck, guys. And, Coach, good luck Friday night. If anything we can do, holler. And I'm like you. Everybody come out and be there because supporting the football team is very important on Friday nights here in Rockmart. All right, thanks for tuning in tonight, and we'll be on the air Friday night.
You have been listening to the Rockmart Yellow Jackets Coaches Show. Tune in next week to WZOT as we come to you live.
What's up? This is Riley. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the applewood bacon. It's savory, and then it's also kind of sweet. And I think the combination of bacon with chicken and Colby Jack cheese, it just really knocks it out of the park.
Hey, I'm Tanea. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Grilled Chicken Club sandwich is the chicken. It's so juicy. It's grilled to perfection. I'm going to devour this sandwich.
Order the Grilled Chicken Club sandwich on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Our kitchen is where our life happens. It's the heart of our home. It wasn't always perfect, but now it is, thanks to a home equity line of credit from family. I just love my kitchen.
Use the equity in your house to love your home with Family Savings Credit Union. Visit FamilySavingsCU.com. Equal Housing Opportunity, member NCUA. NMLS number 800746.
What kind of cake will they serve at your retirement party? Chocolate? Red velvet? Because whether you plan to retire in 15 years or 50, a State Farm agent can help you take charge of your retirement and help make it seem like, well,
a piece of cake.
Sherman Ross State Farm Insurance, here to help and serve you. Call them today at 770-684-3500.
Get your bronze on. Visit Totally Bronze Tanning Salon at 254 West Elm Street in Rockmart to get that beautiful bronze look. Totally Bronze Tanning Salon has a very clean and cool facility with a safe, well-lit parking area. For a quick tan, they have sunless spray tanning. Call them today at 770-684-3003 for an appointment or go by 254 West Elm Street in Rockmart.
Termites, wasps, ants, roaches. Do these words bring fear to you? If so, put an end to these fears by calling Harrelson Termite and Pest Control. Being the largest pest control company in Polk County, they can rid you of your fear of these words and bring a smile to your face. Call today at 770-684-1488 to schedule an appointment.
Is your thermostat breaking your wallet each month? The reason could be your home is not adequately insulated. Have the experts at TNT Insulation help put money back in your pocket. Call Tim Montgomery today at 770-684-1887 to schedule an inspection. TNT Insulation can handle all your insulation needs, and they specialize in spray foam insulation.
Lewis Motor Company in Rockmart carries a wide variety of quality vehicles with the inventory updated on a regular basis to provide you with the best selection. Let Lewis Motor Company put you in a vehicle with their guaranteed credit approval. Lewis Motor Company, 218 South Piedmont Avenue in Rockmart.
What's that, Evie? Evie, I'm right here at Tilly's Home Furnaces, 966 Cedartown Highway, looking for you, Evie. Hey, Evie, are you hiding behind the living room set and the recliner? Are you hiding behind them appliances? Come see us. Tilly's is located at 966 Cedartown Highway. Look us up on Facebook for your daily special.
If you insure your house and your car with Allstate, you'll save money. Up to 10% off the auto bill and 15% off the home insurance. If you ever need to use that insurance, you'll have the convenience of having only one agent to call. The Allstate Home and Auto Discounts. More convenient, more reasonable. You shouldn't have to pay more for convenience. That's Allstate's stand.
To find out more about Allstate Home and Auto Discounts, visit your local Allstate agent, John Purser, at 770-684-1328. Are you in good hands?
Silver Comet Furniture, your one-stop shop for every room in the house. Are you still sleeping on that mattress you bought from Mr. Ernest at Piedmont Furniture? Time to hitch the horses to the wagon and head down Highway 278 towards Cedartown for the best deals in bedding and furniture. Financing is available, no credit needed, free delivery within Polk County. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Broken pipes, flooding, and storm damage are things we hope never happen. But when they do, Elandon Restoration Service should be your first call. They are licensed and insured to handle the project from the drying throughout the repairs. Local, hometown, and family owned. They provide 24/7 emergency water and sewage removal for Polk and surrounding counties. They're an insurance claim specialist and 5-star rated on Google. Call them at 470-884-5931. Look them up on the web at www.elandonrestoration.com or Elandon Restoration Services on Facebook.
JC Snack Shack, located at 2536 Rome Highway in Aragon. We are open Tuesday through Saturday from 5:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Breakfast is served till 10:30 a.m. Enjoy cathead biscuits and breakfast sandwiches fresh every day, chili dogs, chili burgers, and all the fixins. You can finish up with fry pies, soft serve ice cream. Come in and check out all the Running Wild sauces and spices, beef jerky with an unbelievable selection. Give them a call, 678-685-6010. That's JC Snack Shack, where everything starts with chili.